Let's talk Cubs. So first off, they settled with Kyle Tucker. They were pretty far apart. They were going to go to ARB. It's always weird. They settle in somewhat of a midway point at $16.5 million. So no hearing, and that means Tucker is going to be there for the Cubs convention this weekend, which is a big deal. Also a unique case. Jesse Rogers reporting on this because he only played half a season, but his WAR number was large. 4.2 Fangraphs WAR, 23 home runs. That's a monster half season. If he's making his case in ARB court, he's telling them how that would have looked over a full season. The counter might be, well, you were hurt. His counter is, well, I've been pretty durable. So it would have been an interesting battle. I would have loved to watch the live stream of it, but it'll never happen. The one thing I did learn more about Todd Father was how this isn't just a Cubs versus Kyle Tucker situation. It's really more of a league versus union situation. When you've got this kind of separation in a unique case like this, there are other parties in play, right? The league's like, you can't give them this number because then it's going to raise anyone else in their case's number. So whatever. They figured it out behind the scenes. I know we always joke about how we're like, hey, the team can't just give in on this stuff, but there's more to it. This becomes a legal battle with arbitration. Also, I don't really care. They made it work. And for fans, it's cool because now he gets to go to Cubs convention and they can see how sneaky funny, but also super quiet he is.
Yeah, and that's the part fans don't know. Whether, they settled at 16.5. You could put whatever number you want in arbitration. Even if you were like, all right, I want 17.5. And they're like, nope, we'll give you 16. It doesn't go 17.5 and 16. It's whatever that organization wants. They can go at 13 and you can go at 25. You can do whatever you want. It's either one number or the other. And that's the scary part about the whole situation. I got done with that with the White Sox. They started at like 8. We started at 16 or something like that, give or take a few numbers off. We ended up settling at 12 with 5 minutes left to go. I remember like it was yesterday. It was pretty intense. And I wanted to go because I was angered, but at the same time, the amount was fair.
You would have broken that table, Todd. I wish you had gone to arbitration and gotten your 16, but you would have more for the drama is all I wanted. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting case. It's definitely an interesting case because arbitration, while they listened to the other numbers, it was actually against Tucker. It was against him because of the fact that he only had 23 homers, and people will hate on me because they're like, well, it's only half a season. The arbitrator doesn't care. Arbitrator basically just says, how many times did you show up for work and what kind of bulk work did you do while you were there? And you know what? He only had 23 homers. That's good for a lot of guys. Had he played the whole season, it would have been elite. I get it. But he only showed up for 78 days of work. That is not boding well. So I'm glad that they found a midpoint, and it's good by the Cubs. Hat tip by the Cubs.
There you go. And you want to hype the crowd, you want to sell tickets, get the Star to the show on the weekend. It's big. I mean, I know some fan fests have been canceled or pushed every other year or whatever with some teams. I think that's trash. I don't know what the problem is, but the Cubs do a really good job of this. There's a few other teams that always deliver with conventions and fan fests in the wintertime, and I think it's just a great way to show love to fans, even if you take a loss on it. It's okay. So it's cool. We'll see some video from that this weekend when we talk on Monday because Sammy Sosa's coming. You know that's going to get attention. He hasn't been to anything Cubs related in a long time. So that's going to be fun because a lot of the players have been talking about it, including Justin Steele on one of the recent episodes of Northside Territory. QR code, bottom of the screen there if you want to get into that show. But other topic, Cubs related, we did get an alternate uniform release. Thoughts on this?
I was wondering, is this a City Connect? Or it's not a City Connect, right? It's just an alternate jersey.
No, this is alternate.
Just an alternate.
No,
I love it.
Just an alternate.
I might be wrong. I love it. I like those numbers, and I like how they kind of kept the same type of Cubs logo, but they gave it its own flair. I really like it, and it's baby blue, right? Is that what I'm looking at?
That's what it looks like to my eyes, and I love baby blue. I mean, the baby blue always does well with teams that put that together. I know you're in Philly, Kratz, and man, the fans love the baby blue days, the powder blue they call it, whatever. But
Powder blue,
it's a
yes.
nice shade.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I'm with you too. I was waiting to see what you guys said. I feel like nowadays so many people hate on uniforms that they're all like, "What do you think? What do you think?" I want to hear you first. But I looked at it and I was like, "Yep, good. I like it. Add it to the alternate list." I know somebody's going to slice it up and say this should be done this way. Okay, that's cool.
No.
A lot of people have different styles. I thought it was really well done. I like almost every part about it.
Yep.
Todd said
You're
yes.
waiting on my
Right.
response. I know.
No, you're good.
I
You're
know.
good.
I got silent because I was waiting for you to be like, "Yo, Todd, what do you think?" No, I think it's a good uniform. It was good. I like the old uniforms, but it's a good one.
They're not switching the OG unis. This is just an alternate. This is just like, hey, we're
Oh, I
feeling
got
frisky
there.
on a
Maybe they
Friday. Let's do something different.
could have saved that one for the City Connects too. That would have been a nice one too as well. But yes, I like
Yeah.
those Friday. I like those Friday unis.